Lady Bulldogs are making it to half court. The Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Keith Jackson. As soon as they break out on the floor, we're going to be ready for the toss of this ball game. Breaking the huddle, but they finally make it out to midcourt now. Both teams at midcourt. We're ready for the toss and the tip. Here's the play-by-play at 6.
All right, the Lady Bulldogs will be moving to your right, to your left. The Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County. Clinton County controls the tip. Smith comes up with it and gives it off to Stockton. Clinton County going right reverse of what they usually do when they're at home. Here's Smith with it down in the right corner. Stumbles out with it to Stockton. She got her feet tangled up down there. Back to Smith. Here's Hay with a three-pointer that doesn't go. The ball is going to go out of bounds. It is touched last by Edmonson County, and it will be Clinton County's basketball, their half of the court. Edmonson County opening up in a zone defense here tonight in this first quarter of play. And Stockton takes the pass out front. Gives it to Polston down in the right corner. Back to Stockton. Here's Hay with it to Stockton. Clinton County with no motion in the offense except right now just the player with a basketball. And Polston hits a three-pointer from the right side. And Clinton County jumps on top 3-0. In backcourt, we're working now with Minton up across the timeline for Edmonson County. The Lady Wildcats working with Parsley. Back to Minton. And Dennison is a rather large girl there. Who? Slaughter. Slaughter getting a three-pointer, tying it up at 3-3. Slaughter and Meredith at the forward positions. Dennison at the pivot. Parsley and Minton at the guard position, and Clinton County brings it across with Stockton on the left side. Stockton working, tied ball game, 3-3. Polston saves on a bad pass that was going out of bounds, but it's in the hands of Edmonson County. The Lady Wildcats bring it down. A shot is up, and it is good. Parsley getting the basket. That makes it 5-3. Clinton County getting on the boards first, but they trail now by a couple of points. Stockton with it on the right side. Here's Polston. Polston looking, going to the baseline, flips it back to Stockton, faking a shot, doesn't take it. Stockton looking, bounce pass out to Smith, out at long range. Here is Polston setting up out front, and Polston gives it off left side to Johnny Hay. Hay trying to make a move, a player hits the floor, no call. Smith takes the pass from the left side, gives it back out to Polston. Polston looks, takes the dribble, moves in, gives it off to Smith. Smith from three-point range doesn't go. Hay is there to put up the left-handed hook that won't go. Taps it out. Smith comes up with it. Here's Stockton working the right side for Clinton County. Back out it goes to Polston. Polston puts down the dribble, backs out, goes off left side to Hay. Hay is working with it in the paint, has the ball slapped loose. They go to the floor, and here is Edmonson County coming up with it out on the run. They go down court, and Stockton kicked it out of bounds on a pass. Slaughter was trying to get underneath. So the Lady Wildcats will get it back beneath their own basket. Clinton County worked the ball around quite a bit on their end of the court, but could never shake anyone loose to get a shot. And too long, out of bounds. Edmonson County allotted 5 seconds to get the ball in play. They did not do so, so Clinton County will move it the length of the court. And here comes Polston with it from Stockton. Polston brings it across to the right side, still working with it. Looking down, here's Hay down low. Back out it comes to Stockton. 3-point range, kicked off the back of the iron. Chased out on the far side by Minton. Minton gives it out now to Parsley. Parsley takes it across on the dribble to the right side. Working, looking down low. They're wanting to go down low to the big lady. The turnaround shot is there and good by Dennison. Stephanie Dennison makes it 7-3. Clinton County with a single 3-pointer by Chastity Polston. And we're looking at 4:53 on the clock, and it is running. Stockton with it. Bounce pass to Smith. Polston goes to left baseline. Drops it off underneath to Connor. Couldn't come up with a pass. Here we're running the other way with Edmonson County on the run. To the left side is Parsley. Gives it off now to Minton. Minton brings it out front. Clinton County had someone block it, and I believe it's going to be charged on Stockton of Clinton County. The foul is Serena Stockton picking up foul number 1, inbounds a play, and that is the first foul of the ball game at 4:32 here in the first quarter of play. Working with it, Parsley. They go down low. A turnaround shot by Dennison is no good. Hay is there that digs it out. Gives it to Polston. She's running with Stockton to the left side. Serena chases it down. Gives it back to Hay. Here's Polston from 3-point range. Kicks off the iron. Hay has it, trying to go up. And someone had her on the arm. I believe it will be Minton. Number 33, that's the call. And that is the first. Minton picking up the personal. I thought Hay was in the act of shooting, but they say no, so they're going to inbound it to Clinton County. I thought she was going up. I don't know what else she would have to be doing, but the officials saw it otherwise, and here is Stockton taking the inbound. Hay with it on the left side. Comes across to Polston. Polston fakes, goes right baseline, underneath, hands it off to Smith. Smith goes up with it, draws a foul. She will go to the free throw line, Leslie Smith. And the foul is charged against number 33. That is Minton. Minton picking up her second personal. And Leslie Smith goes to the free throw line for the Lady Bulldogs. 7-3 is your score. Clinton County with a single 3-pointer by Chastity Polston. Smith puts it up and in. So Leslie Smith gets her first point. And it is 7-4. Smith trying to cut it to 2. Smith puts up the shot, it doesn't go, and the rebound is taken off in there by the Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County. All right, we're bringing it up into front court now with Parsley out front, Polston going after it. Hay comes out to try to help trap. Nothing going on there. Meredith. Now they go down low, and finally Smith comes up with a steal down there. The pass is out to Hay. Here they go to Polston. 2-on-1. Polston takes it right to the hoop. Has it knocked out of bounds by Dennison. And Dennison is called for the personal. Chastity Polston will be going to the free throw line as Dennison picks up her first. Polston will be at the line with 2 shots. Clinton County is 1 of 2 from the free throw line with Smith hitting 1 of 2 here in this quarter. 3:37 on the clock. Here is Polston hitting. So Polston has 4 points, 4 of Clinton County's 5, and the Lady Bulldogs trail by a couple, 7-5, and Polston trying to cut into that lead to make it a 1-point lead, and that is the case. 7-6 as Polston hits 2 of 2. Here is Parsley with the backcourt, double team. Clinton County putting the pressure on. Can Polston get to it? She does, but she was there with Dennison, and Dennison scratches it away, gives it out front as they give it off to Parsley. Parsley cannot get it to go. Hay comes off with it, Hay is tied up, and the ball will go over to the Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County. Slaughter will inbound for the Lady Wildcats from the left end zone. Still looking out front. It comes to Parsley. Parsley backs it off now, all the way out to the timeline, just a step and a half away from that. Takes it off on the right side. Polston is with her, shoves Polston off. Polston comes back. Here they go down to Meredith. They're working down to the big lady underneath, Dennison. Dennison gets the basket. And the foul is on Smith, number 25. That is her first. They're going to have problems with Stephanie Dennison if Clinton County cannot get, if they do not front her and put a player behind her as well. Clinton County gets a change to the lineup as Thrasher comes in to replace Smith. And at the free throw line is Dennison. Shot is up. It is no good. And Stockton comes off with it. The outlet pass goes to Polston in the corner. And Clinton County loses it out of bounds. Not a good pass to Chastity. She tried to chase it down, had Parsley there with her, and just couldn't come up with it as it is booted out of bounds on the far end of the court. And Edmonson County will work at the length of the court. The ball is slapped out of the hands of Edmonson County's Parsley. And it will go back to Clinton County as Polston was there to slap it away. Here it comes into Thrasher. Thrasher gives it off to Stockton out front. 9-6. Edmonson County with the lead. Clinton County's Polston trying to tie with a three-pointer that doesn't go. Rebound is taken off in there by Slaughter. Slaughter gives it out to Parsley. Parsley just walks it across the timeline with Polston with her. Comes to the left side, still on the dribble. Polston slapped it away, had all ball, but the officials say part of the hand or wrist was involved as well. And Polston is a whistle for her first. Team's third. An inbounds play for the Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County here at Brownsville, Kentucky. 9-6. As they work with it, Meredith with it in the corner. Back out front it goes. They give it off to Parsley. Parsley makes it 11-6. Clinton County falling behind by 5. Here is Thrasher with it on the left side. Back to Stockton. Stockton puts down the dribble. Goes underneath. Here is Connor with a hook shot that doesn't go. Rebound is taken off in there by Meredith. Meredith runs it up the right side. Rather, that is Parsley that has taken the pass and brings it up. Polston is with her. They'll send it down on the side to Slaughter. They go underneath. I thought I had a traveling violation. They're still on this side, a traveling violation. Connor gets in and finally bats it loose. Polston comes up with it and steps out of bounds. But we had people knocked all over the floor down there and nothing called. Coach Guffey is up giving one of the officials the devil down there right in his ear. And I think the official just stuck his finger in his ear to clean it out or to get some of the vibration out of there. I think the earwax was really coming loose with Guffey talking to the official down there, but no call on Guffey or the floor either, as only other than Polston being called for losing the ball out of bounds. The Wildcats have it down low. Connor slaps it loose, and here goes Thrasher after it. Clinton County is out on the run. Polston takes it down, puts it up, gets the basket, and was fouled. A good positioning of her body between the goal and the defending player. And a foul is going to be whistled on Slaughter. The basket by Polston is good for a two-pointer. Clinton County is trailing 11-8. And here comes Clinton County moving in some players. Bertram is coming into the lineup, and we have also gotten into the lineup Smith back in as Polston goes to the free throw line trying to complete a three-point play with 1 minute and 38 seconds on the clock until the end of the first quarter. Polston hits. Chastity is 3 of 3 from the free throw line, has a three-pointer and a two-pointer. It is 11-9 on the scoreboard, and here's Clinton County putting on some pressure as they cough it up. Thrasher comes up with it out to Stockton. Stockton back to Smith, down low. Leslie puts it up, doesn't get it to go. Rebound is taken off in there by Dennison. Dennison gives it off now to Parsley. Parsley brings it across, straightaway out front, angling off to the right side, trying to get a little pick over there and overthrew the pass to Slaughter, and it's out of bounds, Clinton County. Let's move it down with 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 11-9. The Edmonson County Lady Wildcats with the lead. Our junior varsity won tonight, 38-16, but a different story here in this game as the Lady Bulldogs are trailing. Polston puts it up from three-point land, doesn't go. Thrasher will chase it down for Clinton County, gives it back to Bertram. It's a loose ball on the floor, slapped around, but Stockton digs it back out for Clinton County. She's double teamed. It gives it off now to Polston, and a blocking foul is going to be charged to Parsley, and that will be her first. And the team's fifth. Inbounds play for the Lady Bulldogs. Here comes Page into the lineup, coming in to replace Serena Stockton with 46 seconds on the clock. The Lady Wildcats make a move, and they're changing their lineup. Minton checks out, and coming in is Simmons. Mandy Simmons, number 32, and Chastity Polson has the ball out at long range. Comes to the right side. Here is Thrasher. Smith with it in the corner. Takes the dribble. Gives it back now to Polston. They leave Polston open. Three-pointer is a little bit strong. Rebound to Slaughter. Slaughter runs it up the right side. Picked up by Bertram. Gives it back out now to Parsley. Parsley working with it as the Lady Wildcats have the lead. Parsley had gotten the screen over there that she wanted, but could not go any further as Clinton County made the switch on the defense. Now here is a reach-and-in foul that's going to be charged on Thrasher. Thrasher, a little bit of a delayed whistle there, but Thrasher being whistled nevertheless. And 11 seconds on the clock. 4 personals charged to Clinton County as a team, and 5 against the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats. Slaughter inbounds, and here's a basket. Dennison getting a basket. That's her third three-pointer. Polston bringing it down, goes underneath and travels. 1 second to go. Chastity trying to get down and get a shot off. Is called for traveling. It is 13-9 with 1 second on the clock, and Edmonson County is going to go in to the first quarter lead over the Lady Bulldogs by that margin of 4 points. 13.
So that figures out to 14%. That's what they shot against Russell County in the second quarter. Edmonson County taking a better shot selection. They get on 6 attempts. They're shooting 60% from the field in this first quarter of play.
Well, the Dennison lady, the Dennison girl, I guess we should say, is the big threat for the Edmonson Lady Wildcats, and gets some high percentage shots as she had 3 two-pointers in that first quarter of play. Clinton County has Connor down low, putting up the hook shot. That's come rims out of there. I thought it was going to duck in and come out, stay in, but it came out. And we have, we're looking at that lineup, we have Page in the lineup right now for Clinton County, along with Bertram, Thrasher, Stockton, and Connor rounding out the 5. In backcourt is Stockton and Thrasher with, I beg your pardon, that is not the Bertram out there. It is Hayes, Stockton, and Thrasher, along with Page and Connor. As Clinton County works with it after Edmonson County turned it over. Here's Connor with it, back out front now as they give it off to Stockton. Hay goes to the right baseline. They double team her, and there's going to be a foul charged on the play, and Candy Meredith will be whistled for the personal. Meredith picking up the personal, her 6th inbounds play for Clinton County. Thrasher checks out. Polston comes in. Clinton County will inbound the ball from the right end zone as Polston will step out to reset for Clinton County. Comes to Stockton. Stockton takes it off on the left side. Back out to Hay. Across it comes to Polston. They have moved. Here's Polston having the ball stripped away, and it is, they go after it, and Chastity slaps it out of bounds. She had Parsley with her. Clinton County had but 2 field goals in the first half of play, or rather the first quarter, and Polston had both of those, a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Here comes the Lady Wildcats up the court and working with it down low to Dennison missing the shot, and here's Hay coming off with another tip up. They go off to Stockton. Stockton makes the move off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Page will follow it back up and in, was it not? Page getting the basket for the Lady Bulldogs, and it is 13-11. Working with it now is Parsley. Parsley brings it across the timeline. That is the third field goal for Clinton County, and the only field goal other than the two that Polston has. Clinton County has got to get more production. Here is the ball slapped away, and they're going to get Stockton for being on the arm. And as we said, Clinton County is going to have to get more field goal production from more players than just Polston. Polston cannot carry the team by herself, although she does a good job in trying to do that, but she has to have more help. All right, we're coming in with Parsley. Parsley takes it off on the right side. They work it down to Slaughter. Slaughter has it in the right corner for Edmonson County, 13-11. Down they go underneath. The shot is off the glass by Dennison. Dennison gets her fourth field goal down low. Dennison probably stands in at 6 foot or thereabout, maybe a 6 foot or a little better, because I think that she is somewhat taller than Tammy Conner, and Tammy is in at 5'10", and I'm certain that Dennison is probably maybe 6'1". Here's a shot by Hay that doesn't go. Dennison comes off with a rebound for Edmonson County, gives it out now to Parsley. Parsley brings it across, 15-11. Clinton County not getting good shots, not getting many shots at all. And here is Conner on the foul, and that is the team's 6th, but it was in the act of shooting. So we will go to the free throw line with Parsley for Edmonson County.
Has pulled that zone defense out some as they've seen that Dennison can probably handle whatever Clinton County's got underneath, and they pulled their defense outside, and Clinton County just not getting an opportunity for a shot in this quarter of play.
Parsley at the free throw line, putting up a shot that is good. From what I have seen, I'd put 2 people on Dennison, and I would let Slaughter run free over there for a little while as Parsley hits a couple from the free throw line, although Slaughter hit a 3-pointer early in the game, but she's been unable to handle the ball very well over there, as she's had a couple of passes go through her fingertip. Clinton County will have to put a player in front and behind Dennison if they expect to control her very much at all, because you cannot play her from behind, and I'm not sure that we have anyone along the front line that can front her and keep her from getting the ball. Have to have a pretty good leaper. Here's Dennison with it at the free throw line, making a move down, puts it up and gets it. So Dennison makes it 19-11. Coach Jeffy, he needs a timeout, and he's going to talk things over and talk about trying to stop Stephen.
They have yet to score a couple of minutes here, unanswered 6 points by Edmonson County.
Stephanie Dennison with 5 two-point field goals has really been Clinton County's nightmare here in this first half of play. Polston with it down to Hay now. Off to Smith on the right side. Back it comes to Polston. They try to go down to Conner, slapped away, and Smith comes up with it. And here it comes to Conner. Back out to Polston. Off to Thresher, who is in the lineup now. Hay with it. Thresher over to Polston from 3-point range. It is bouncing off there. Dennison comes off with it for the Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County. Clinton County trying to go down to Conner and try to get Dennison in some kind of foul trouble, no doubt, but it didn't work that time down. Parsley with it out front, and we get a 5-second call. Or do we get a timeout? We get a timeout call by Parsley, as Edmonson County's Lady Wildcats have taken a timeout. 3:51 on the clock. Edmonson County taking the timeout. They will have the basketball at midcourt. Slaughter will inbound. Here it comes into Meredith. Back out front now to Parsley. Parsley working off with it. They go down to Dennison as Hay comes across to give some help, and that time they broke it up, and Clinton County comes up with a basketball. Dennison coming up limping just a little. She has a brace on her left knee, and I'm not sure that you didn't try to twist that just a little going after that pass there. Polston with it on the left side. Back out to Smith at long range. Here is Thrasher. Thrasher back out to Smith. Clinton County with very little motion offensively. They're trying to go down to Connor. They overlead Connor, and here is a foul that is going to be charged on Tammy for pushing off. So Connor picks up the personal. So Connor picks up number 2, and this will send Edmonson County to the free throw line with Parsley, Tyra Parsley. Will be there for 1 and 1, has 6 points, a couple of free throws, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Clinton County is on the verge of being down 10 points, 20 to 11 right now. They've been outscored 8 points to nothing. Clinton County trail 11 to 13. And now it is 21-11, the first double-digit lead of the game. And here is Polston with it off to Smith. Smith fires from three-point range and hits. Leslie Smith gets a three-pointer for Clinton County, 21 to 14, with 2:45 on the clock, and rather 2:55 and running. Here's Parsley with it. Gives it off now to Simmons, who is in the lineup on the left side. Here's Meredith. Down low, and Thrasher was not looking. The ball came right by her, and Thrasher didn't pick it up. Polston came over, and then Clinton County is whistled for a personal foul. The foul is going to be Chastity Polston picking up her second. And Johnny Hay checks out, and Serena Stockton comes in with 2:40 on the clock. Clinton County with only 14 points thus far in the game. You don't win many ball games with 14, 15, 16, 17 points in a half. But Clinton County still has a chance in this basketball game as Simmons hits the first and hits the second one comes out of there, and Thrasher comes off with a rebound. 22 to 14. Stockton. Here's the Polston with it. Back to Stockton. Off it goes to Thrasher. Smith looking with it on the left side. Stockton back out to Thrasher. Stockton will put it up at three-point land. Doesn't go. Rebound. Bounces around. And it is picked up by Simmons. Gives it off to Parsley. That ball bounced off of Joanna Thrasher's head, and she didn't know where the ball was at, trying to pick it up, and Parsley was there to come up with it. They go down to Dennison. The hook shot doesn't go. Connor comes up with it, gives it off to Smith, sends it down to Stockton. Stockton moving, going to the left side, may have charged, but they get a blocking foul instead. And the foul is whistled against number 24. That is Slaughter, her second. Serena Stockton will go to the free throw line for Clinton County with a 1 and 1. They may give her 2. Here is Connor coming out and Page coming in. We have Bertram checking in the lineup for Clinton County, and Thrasher checks out. So we have Page, Bertram, along with Stockton, Polston, and Smith in the lineup right now. 2 shots coming to Serena Stockton. She was in the act of shooting, they say. And I saw a player a while ago that was in the act of shooting that did not go to the free throw line. Stockton misses on the first, and the second shot is an air ball by Stockton. Came up real short on that one, and it is 22 to 14 with 1 minute and 56 seconds on the clock. Working with it is Parsley. Parsley comes out with it, moving it up across the court. Takes it back out front now, and Polston is staying with it. Clinton County going one-on-one. No, they're got a little zone that they're switching on right now. They're down underneath to Dennison, and Dennison lays it off the glass for 2. 12 points for Dennison, 24-14. The Lady Bulldogs cannot stop Dennison, and even on the offensive end of the court, they're not shooting that well and not getting even a a good shot most of the time down, and here's a foul that is going to be whistled on Simmons, I believe, number 32. Simmons picking up the personal, and Chastity Polson goes to the free throw line as Hay re-enters the lineup for Smith. And Polson is at the line with a shot that is good. Chastity is 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Clinton County has 4 field goals. A couple of 2-pointers, 2 3-pointers. Polson, Page, and Smith. Here's a shot that is good by Polson. She hits 2 of 2 from the free throw line. It is 24-16. Parsley with it, takes it off on the right side, and here we come back into the paint. Parsley pulls up within 10, puts it up and in. Parsley makes it 26-16 with 1:06 to go as Polson takes it across. They leave her open and cannot get it to go. Chastity hit her first 3-pointer tonight, then has missed a half dozen or more from 3-point land as Edmonson County comes off with a rebound, and here is Parsley with it up in the front court. Off it goes on the right side to Slaughter. Checked over there by Stockton. Gives it out. They go underneath to Dennison. Dennison pushed off to get the pass and gets away with it. Lays up the 7th field goal of the night for herself, and it is 28-16. Coach Guffey is up protesting the not getting the call on the push-off, but things like that hurt. I'll guarantee you that. But really what's hurting is Clinton County not getting any field goals on their end of the court. Clinton County does not have. Here is Page getting the basket. She gets a couple. That's off the bench. Clinton County has but 3 field goals from their starters. 2 of those 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer, so you don't score too many points that way. Here's a missed shot. But Page coming off with it, gives it down to Polson. Polson can't get the shot off before the horn sounds. And we've got a half behind us that sees the
How long you cut back for?
30 seconds.
long 30 seconds, ain't it?
He's been back over a minute.
Back to the game now as Dennison on the inbounds play for Edmonson County gets a basket, and Edmonson County moves up 32-18. Here is Polson off to Smith down low. Smith goes up with it, has it jarred loose. Hay comes up with it, and she was fouled by Minton, and that is Minton's 3rd personal foul. We are enjoying some Christmas candy that was made by Ethel Page and brought to the game tonight, and Jackie Flowers brought us some up here, a compliment of Miss Page. We appreciate that. I know that all of the Clinton County fans here have been chomping on the candy. Clinton County misses a shot. That's the most enjoyable thing that we've had tonight, the candy that we're talking about. Here's a pass down underneath that is mishandled by Dennison. And Clinton County gets it back, 30-18. Polson brings it across and still on the dribble, gives it off to Smith on the left wing. Smith wanting the 3-pointer, doesn't take it. Polson will take it from out front, hit. So Chastity Polson hit her first 3-pointer in the first half and hits the first 3-pointer here in the second half, but has had nothing in between. She needs something in between. Clinton County doing a little trapping out front, and Smith and Polson puts the trap on Slaughter. Edmonson County ties it up. Clinton County gets the basketball as we get back to play. The Lady Bulldogs with Polson and Stockton in backcourt. Polson inbounds to Stockton, takes it back. Serena moves off to the left side. Polson hit of the circle. Here it goes to Page, who is in the lineup now. Here's Hay down low, can't get it to go. Rebound is taken off in there by Edmonson County, and it is lost over there by Minton as Hay made a stab at it. I think that Hay got a hand on it, and Minton touched it last. Checking out is Minton, and coming in is Simmons for Edmonson County. 30-21 is your score. Clinton County's trailed by a dozen to start this second quarter on a basket by Denison that moved Edmonson County out 30-18. But Polston has hit a three-pointer since then, and it is 30-21. Hay working with it into the paint. Tries to drop it off underneath to Page. Can't get it. Here we're working down with Hay going down and stealing the ball away from Meredith, and on the outlet pass down court slapped away by Parsley, and Clinton County gets it back. Polston with it. Clinton County, what really irks you is Clinton County is as good a ball club or better ball club than this on the court. They have one good girl out there, the Denison girl. Hay is called for traveling. She tried to put a shot around over Denison's head, and it's called for traveling. But they let that bother them, and they have not played defense as well as they should have on Stephanie Denison, and that has hurt them somewhat. But other than that, Clinton County just as good a ball club. Here is Hay coming up with a steal, has it stolen back. They go down underneath to Denison. Denison puts it up and in for two. So Clinton County has stolen the ball, but made a bad outlet pass as they tried to get it out, and it cost them as Edmonson County had gotten it back and puts it up for two. Denison with it. Here's Smith out at long range. Stockton comes off on the left side. Off to Polston. They put a little pressure on Chastity. She goes down, puts it up. A blocking foul is charged to Denison. That is her second. Denison picks up number 2. And Clinton County will inbound. They're going to give was Polston in the act of shooting. They're going to give her 2. They're lined up. I'm not sure that she would have gotten a couple and they not have already lined up out there. But Chastity will go to the free throw line with 2 shots coming. Shot is up. The first one in good. Chastity is 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Has 14 points. 14 of Clinton County's 22 points. Second shot is up and good by Polston. 7 free throws tonight for Chastity in a row. 32-23. Polston just needs some help offensively out there. She hasn't been able to get it yet. They wanted it over and back, but that not being the call as Slaughter getting a basket for Edmonson County. 34-23. And all parts of the body as well as the ball has to be across the line to be over and back. And a girl that was straddling the line there was not over and back on the call. So on a missed shot, Clinton County gets it back. Polston from 3, got it. So Chastity has hit a couple of three-pointers here in the second half. It is 34-26. Clinton County trailing by 8. They have been down by a dozen. And working with it is Parsley. Here is Stockton coming up with a steal. Clinton County puts the pressure on. Polston has it. She goes in, puts up the shot, doesn't get it to go. Drew a foul, and it is charged against Edmonson County, and it's going to be on number 32. That is going to be on Simmons, her second. Team's third, but Polston, I thought she was more in the act of shooting that time than she was on the last, and they don't put her at the board. Here is Smith down low off the glass, gets it. So Leslie Smith gets a basket, makes it 34-28. Clinton County with a zone press on right now. They get it across into front court. No, they're not there yet. Still working as Parsley takes it back. Here they give it off on the right side to Meredith underneath, and a shot is put up, doesn't go, and a rebound is followed up and in by Slaughter on a missed shot by Denison. They had Denison blocked out that time, but Slaughter couldn't get the shot, and then Denison came back, keeping the lane blocked there as Slaughter laid it back in. Here's Clinton County working with it, 36-28. In the corner is Polston, going to the right baseline, drops it off to Page. Page lays it off the glass for 2. Page off the bench with 6 points tonight for Clinton County, 36-30. Into front court now is Meredith. Meredith off a shot that is no good by Slaughter as she passed it off from Meredith to Slaughter. Here comes Polston. Off it goes, and we're going to get a foul on Edmonson County as Clinton County is making a run at the Lady Bulldogs right now. And let's see what we have. Meredith picking up the personal, her second. Simmons checks out, and Minton is coming in. Page checks out, and Connor is back in the lineup for Clinton County. Here comes Thrasher in to replace Smith. 36-30. Clinton County has made a run at Edmonson County, and we'll see if the change in the lineup hurts that any. Polston from three-point range. It doesn't go. Rebound is taken off of there by Slaughter. Slaughter brings it down on the right side. Out front, it goes back to Parsley. Parsley with it, working. Clinton County trailing by 6. Clinton County needs to hold tough defensively this time down, and they're going to get Stockton for a foul, and that is Stockton's third personal. 2:52 on the clock. Slaughter will inbound for the Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County. They're moving to your right, Clinton County to your left. Here's a shot that spins out of there. We've got a foul away from the ball this time. It may be against Slaughter. I believe it is. And it is on Slaughter, her third. So Clinton County gets the basketball. Now, a two-pointer that Clinton County needs badly to score this time down, because here comes Hay with it, gives it back to Polston, off to Thrasher. Here's Hay at long range. Polston straight away out front. Polston gives it back to Hay. Hay out to Polston as they work it off. Still working the left side. Here is Stockton with it on the right side. Stockton is looking. Going down, here is Connor, turnaround shot. It doesn't go. Dennison comes off with it, and Hay is there for a foul. The foul is on Johnny Hay. That is Hay's first. So Clinton County did not get the shot to go. And we're working now with Edmonson County. Clinton County putting the pressure on down low as Hay took the ball away, but they're getting Hay for being on the arm. That was Johnny's second. So Hay has picked up number 2. It is 36-30 inbounds play for Edmonson County now. That's the team's third here in this quarter, in the second half. And Parsley takes the inbound pass. Here's Dennison with it. Dennison will just put up the jump shot from out front, bouncing around, doesn't go. Hay comes off with it. Hay is coming out on the dribble for Clinton County, gives it off to Stockton left side. Back to Hay. Off it goes to Polston. They get on Polston. Draws a little respect now as Polston has hit a couple here in this quarter. 3 in all from three-point range. Here's Stockton faking, doesn't take it. Hay off now to Polston. They're coming out on Polston, back to Hay. Clinton County passes it around the perimeter out front. Here is Hay. She takes it in within 8, puts it up, gets it. Johnny Hay gets her first basket of the night. Clinton County pulls to within 4 at 36-32. Clinton County with a little pressure on. Minton with it. She's trapped on the far side. What does she do with it? She needs to be called for 5 seconds. They don't get it. She tries to pass it off, and Hay comes up with it, takes it down, and lays it up and in. Polston and Thrasher had Minton trapped over there. Should have been a 5-second call. She tried to pass it off, and Hay intercepts and puts as many as a dozen here in this quarter. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Clinton County putting on the press. They have a zone press as they make Edmonson County work. Now they trap just as they get across the timeline. They throw it away, and here is Page coming up with a steal. Page will take it down, lays it up, doesn't get it to go. Connor tries to follow it, slaps it back out now to Polston. Here is Page underneath to Smith. Does she get it to go? No, it doesn't go. Smith goes up again, doesn't get it, and a foul is charged to Edmonson County, and Clinton County will go to the line with 2 coming. Who was that on? Number 24, Slaughter. That is her 4th. Slaughter Dennison checked out of the lineup as we get Graves in, and Clinton County needs to try to make some hay here as Smith misses from the free throw line. 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Smith can pull Clinton County to within one. With this free throw, it's on the way. It is kicking off, no good. Rebound is taken off in there by Edmonson County. The Lady Bulldogs with a chance to tie it up, but did not do so. Here's Edmonson County working with it with Parsley. Parsley brings it out against Polson. Gives it off on the baseline to Slaughter. Working it off on the baseline is, it's thrown away as they went to Meredith. She was on the baseline trying to throw it back out. Threw it between a couple of players there, Parsley and Minton, and it goes out of bounds and give it back to the Lady Bulldogs. 28 seconds. The Lady Bulldogs with a chance now to tie or even go ahead. Here's Polston off to Smith. Smith at three-point range, doesn't take it. Goes down to Connor. Connor has it slapped away from her. Picked off in there, and here is Parsley with it. Parsley brings it up court now for the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats. Slaughter with it. Back out it comes. Here is Slaughter putting up a shot. It is no good. It's out of bounds. Clinton County's basketball. No, the horn sounds as there's no time.
Pressure defense with this zone press on the Lady Wildcats, causing them to toss the ball up. They have 8 turnovers in that third period.
All right, it is Edmonson County's basketball to start the fourth quarter. I thought it was Clinton County's, but evidently the clock had run out before they made the call on the other end. Here is Hay coming up with a steal, though, as Edmonson County puts it into play. They give it off now to Stockton. Here's Polston over on the right side at three-point range. Parsley is out with her. Hay gives it off to Smith. Smith will go the baseline, gets cut off. Here is Hay with it. Back out to Stockton, putting it up from two-point range, won't go. Hay keeps it alive, chases it down on the right side, goes underneath to Connor, off the glass for two. So Tammy Connor gets one off the glass. It ties it up at 36 all. Clinton County has fought from a 12-point deficit now to tie this ball game up. The zone press has really bothered the Lady Wildcats of Edmonson County. Clinton County with a zone press, and then they trap just as they get across the timeline. Here is Polston slapping down a pass, chasing it down, coming up with it, throws it out to Connor. Connor gives it down to Hay. Hay will have to hurry to save the ball. She does, but it goes along the baseline. Here's Stockton chasing it down. She's double-teamed and then knocks it out of bounds on a smart play as off the hip of Graves. So Clinton County will get it back beneath her on the basket. Polston will set for the Lady Bulldogs on the left end zone. It comes in to Smith. Back to Polston. Out it goes to Stockton. Stockton will fire from three. It is no good. Kicked out. Here goes Hay for it in backcourt. Hay comes up with it. She's double teamed, and what is it? There's a foul that's going to be charged, and it's going to be on Parsley in backcourt. And the Edmonson, no, it's on number 33. Beg your pardon, that is on Minton. I have her with 4 now. I have 7 on Edmonson County, so we're in the 1-1 now for Clinton County with 6:45 remaining. 6:45, Clinton County gets into the 1-1. Johnny Hay has not been at the free throw line. Had a couple of field goals in Clinton County's run to get back into this ball game. And I'm not sure. They're calling the official over to the scorekeeper, and I think that they have that ironed out now as to who the foul was on. It was on Minton, who he called it on number 33, although Parsley was there as well, and Hay goes to the free throw line for Clinton County. The Lady Bulldogs needing some free throw shooting now as they're in the 1-1. Here is Hay missing on the front end of the bonus. Clinton County has missed 3 in a row now from the free throw line. They had a chance to tie it up and did not get those to go. They had a chance to go ahead and did not hit the front end of the bonus. So Clinton County has got to start hitting free throws. Here's Edmonson County getting down and getting a field goal from Meredith. That's her first of the night. 38-36. Edmonson County back on top. Here's Johnny Hay with it on the left side. Gives it out to Smith. Smith to Hay. Stockton with it. They go down to Connor. Connor puts it off the glass for 2. So Tammy Connor comes alive, as well as Page, who came alive with 6 points for Clinton County down low. Clinton County has got to have that game down low off the backboards, the 4 to 6 feet shot. Here's a pass that's intercepted in backcourt by down along the baseline, we should say, for Clinton County. And Polston comes up with a pass that was intended for Dennison. 38 all. Clinton County with a chance to tie. Smith goes down to Hay. Hay will put it up off the glass. It doesn't go. Rebound is taken off in there by Minton. Minton gives it out now to Parsley. Parsley brings it across the timeline. Clinton County drops back into a zone. They're out of their zone press right now as they work it down low. And here's a turnaround shot by Slaughter that doesn't go. Hay comes off with it, and there's a jump ball involved. Hay and Minton. And it will be Clinton County's basketball on the alternate possession. So Clinton County will put it into play and work at the length of the court. Here's Stockton taking the inbound, gives it back to Polston. It's all tied up at 38 all. Clinton County is going to take a timeout at midcourt, and we have 5 in backcourt as they will inbound. Edmonson County not putting any pressure on, so Polston inbounds to Stockton. Edmonson County drops back into a 2-3 zone. Here is a Thrasher who is in the lineup for Clinton County. Gives it off to Smith on the left side. Stockton with it out to Polston. Polston back to Stockton. Back and forth. Stockton with it out front now. Off to Thrasher. In the right corner to Smith. Here's Polston at long range, but they get out on her. Stockton with it now. Comes off to Thrasher. Here's Stockton with it straight away out front. Looking. Goes into the paint. Gives it off to Polston. 3-point from the right side. Does not go. Kicks off into the left corner. Chased down by Slaughter. Here we're running with Parsley up the left side for Edmonson County. Gets inside the 3-second perimeter. Then backs it out. Now starts back off, comes off on the right side, and here is Slaughter with it. Slaughter holds it over the head. Meredith puts it up at the free throw line. It doesn't go. Here's a follow-up that doesn't go by Dennison. Clinton County letting them get too many shots. They're not on the boards right now. Clinton County looking a little weary and tired, but they had a minute breather there, and they have got to regroup and get back into this ball game defensively as well as offensively. They cannot let Edmonson County get to 2 and 3 and 4 shots at it. Here they go down low to Dennison. Turnaround shot doesn't go. It is out of bounds off Edmonson County as they had Minton crashing in to try to come off with a rebound, and she slaps it out of bounds. Clinton County will put it into play now as Edmonson County will pick up right at the timeline. Minton goes over with a Parsley to try to cut off Polston. That is to no avail. Polston gives it down now to Connor back out front. Here's Smith with it going to the right side, and there's a blocking foul on Dennison. Dennison has been whistled for her 3rd personal. This will send Leslie Smith to the free throw line for the Lady Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have not fared that well here in this ball game from the free throw line, especially here in the second half. They have been sending the wrong person to the free throw line. Chastity Polston was 5 of 5 in the first half, 2 of 2 here in the second half. Smith is 1 of 4 on the night, and Johnny Hay 0 for 1 from the free throw line, missed the front end of the bonus. Big free throws coming up here for Smith, and she misses on the first of a 2-shot situation. And it is tied at 38 all. Clinton County needs to unknot it right now with Smith. At the line, sends it up. This one is good. So Clinton County takes a 1-point lead, and Clinton County, that's the first lead they have had in a long, long time in this basketball game. They led 3-0, I guess, early in the game, and then they were tied at 3 and 3. And this is the first lead that Clinton County has had since then. Here's a reach-it-in foul on Thrasher down court. No, it's going to be on Polston, I beg your pardon. Out front, that is Polston's 3rd, and it is only the team's 4th. So Clinton County has 3 to give before, or rather 2 to give before the 1-and-1 would go into effect with 3:48 on that clock. Clinton County leading by a single point right now. Here we go, Slaughter to the baseline, puts it up and in. So Slaughter gets a basket from about 8 feet along the baseline. Edmonson County 40, Clinton County 39. Polston takes a long pass into front court. Stockton off to Hay. They try to go down to Connor. It is kicked out of bounds. Clinton County gets it back. beneath their own basket. Not good ball handling that time down by the Lady Bulldogs. It appeared that everyone wanted to get rid of the ball as soon as they had touched it. Here's Stockton to Thrasher. Polston will fire for three. It is no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it is off Edmonson County. Edmonson County, they're hitting the boards. Clinton County being lucky a couple of times here to see that Edmonson County, they have knocked it out of bounds. Polston inbounds to Stockton. Out it goes to Thrasher. Thrasher is open, should pull the trigger from there. See if she has the touch tonight. Off on the right side it goes now to Polston. In the corner to Johnny Hay. Hay puts down a dribble, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled against Meredith, her third. Clinton County will send Johnny Hay to the free throw line. Hay missed the front end of a 1-and-1 on her previous time at the free throw line. Missed the front end of the bonus. Clinton County has hit as a team 3 of 7 here in the second half. They trail by 1. Hay with a 1-and-1. Shot is up. It will not go. Rebound is taken off, and it is Edmonson County coming off with it. Clinton County has missed a 2-shot free throw. They have missed 3 front end of the bonuses here in the second half. They trail by only 1 at 40-39. Edmonson County with a basketball out front. Hay goes after it, does not get it. Polston goes after it. She can't get it. Slaughter puts it up, cannot get it to go. Comes out with her own rebound, walks it back out, and puts it up and in. It is 42-39. Here is Hay taking a pass as Polston was trapped at the timeline, and a foul is going to be whistled on Edmonson County. Is that on Dennison? Well, the clock has gone haywire, and there's nothing on the clock. Well, what do we have? Somebody has unplugged the clock, and I'm not sure what the score was at that time. I believe that Leslie Smith was getting ready to come into the game and sat down there and unplugged the clock. So there, we've got time coming here. I'm not sure who the foul was on. I believe it was on Dennison.
It's going to be a blocking foul on Dennison.
That's her 4th. But as I looked up at the clock when to see how much time we had with her 4 personals, we had no time and no score there. And Daddy Nicky is hollering down and asking Leslie why she sat down on the clock and unplugged it down there.
Well, I'm sure she was just sitting down to try to get out of the official score and official timekeeper's line of sight and sat down on the plug-in. That is nowhere near close. They have 3:20 showing up there.
I guess is that about right? I think it was 3-something on the clock. It's everything else appears to be right. 42-39 with 3:20 on the clock. And here we go to the line with Connor. Clinton County 0 for 5 in a row now from the free throw line. Let's get something going. Connor puts it up. It is no good. Rebound is taken off. Clinton County trails by 3, and they have missed 6 from the free throw line. 4 of those have been the front end of a 1-and-1 in a close ball game like this. You must have those. Here is Parsley with it, takes it off on the left side. Polston is with her out front. It comes to Slaughter. Slaughter working against Hay. Hay slapped it to go to the floor, and there'll be a jump ball. Whose will it be? It is going to Edmonson County. Slaughter trying to sling the ball out of the crowd off the floor there and popped Parsley right in the face with a basketball. But Edmonson County will get it back. Boy, had Clinton County hit those free throws, look where we would have been. We're trailing by 3, and as I said, we have missed the front end of the bonus on 4 opportunities and missed a 2-shot free throw. And we're still down to only 3. Here is Parsley with it. Clinton County must hold this time down. Here is a slap down ball, but it's picked back up, and a shot is off the glass by Parsley. That is Parsley's first 2. Clinton County trails by 5. I thought that was a crucial time for Edmonson County to score against the Lady Bulldogs as it puts them up by 5. Clinton County is almost a must every time they come down now. Here is Stockton with it. She sends it across to Hay. Hay goes to the baseline. A little 6-footer that won't go, and here is Minton with the basketball and gives it off to Parsley. I still think the 2-point basket by Parsley the last time down was the biggest basket that we have seen here in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this basketball game. Parsley with it on the far side. Still coming out on the dribble with Polston with her. Parsley comes to the right side, gives it off to Slaughter. We have Dennison cutting along the baseline, is in front of Connor, wanting the pass, cannot get it. Here's Parsley with it, taking it back out front with 1:45 on the clock. 5-point lead by Edmonson County. Here it goes to Minton. The big 2-point basket as Smith reaches in to try to slap it away from Minton was a big basket by Parsley that put them up by 5. They can play with the basketball just a little now and take a little time off the clock, because if Clinton County steals and comes down and hits a 3-pointer, they're still down by a couple of points, and Edmonson County has a little breathing room. Clinton County comes into the lineup. We have Thrasher back in along with Page. Here is Colston going after it, and finally Chastity is whistled for her 4th personal foul as she was trying to dig the ball away or slap it away from Parsley out front. It is 44-39 inbounds. Now the next foul on Clinton County will send Edmonson County to the free throw line with a 1-and-1. Parsley with it, worked it off to the left side, trying to get a screen, but Thrasher stays with her. Minton with it out front as the clock is running with 1:20. Polston comes up with a steal from Minton. Here goes Polston, lays it off the glass for 2. Polston gets the basket. It is 44-41, and Coach in the clock as Edmonson County will have the basketball to put into play. They will have possession with 1:12 to go. And we're in the 1-and-1 going both ways now in the last 1:12.
Clinton County needs a turnover right here. Don't need Edmonson County to get the ball early in the play.
Edmonson County, even with this 3-point lead, they're going to try to take some time off that clock. Here it comes into bounds, and they give it into Parsley. Parsley runs it up the left side. They try to trap her over there, but she'll have nothing to do with that. Here they come with Meredith off on the right side. Back to Parsley out front. Thrasher is with Parsley out there. Here comes Hay up on the blind side to try to get it. There's nothing going there, and here is Slaughter. They give it down underneath, and there's going to be a foul whistle on Clinton County that will send Slaughter to the free throw line. Probably a good foul there by Serena Stockton, as the pass had gone to Dennison, who was within 6 feet of the basket that would have laid it off the glass easily. Slaughter may get 2 points here, but she'll have to work for them much harder than would Dennison on the pass as she had gotten to have taken the shot. Here's a shot that is up and good by Slaughter. Hits her first free throw of the night. It is 45-41. 53 seconds on the clock, and Slaughter is back of the line trying to get the bonus to go down. It is there. So it didn't pay off that time to get the foul, but who knew that at the time that was committed? Here's Stockton off now to Hay. Hay back out to Stockton. Stockton down to Thrasher. Thrasher makes the move underneath, and there's going to be a foul that will send Thrasher to the free throw line. It is going to be whistled against Meredith, number 10, and that is Meredith's 4th. Both teams, as we said, going to the free throw line now here in this basketball game, with the Lady Wildcats up by 5, 46-41. Clinton County needs to hit from the free throw line. Joanna Thrasher puts the shot up. It is good. That is the first free throw out of the last 6 attempts, and 4 of those attempts was the front end of the bonus, and 2 was a 2-shot foul, and Thrasher hit the bonus, hit 2 here. That came at a crucial time as well. Clinton County still down with just a single 3-pointer, 46-43. Stockton in backcourt picks up the personal, and I believe that is Serena's 5th. That's what we have, and we'll wait for the horn to sound, and now Serena has fouled out. Stockton leaves with 36 seconds on the clock for the Lady Bulldogs tonight, and Stockton did not figure in the scoring for the Lady Bulldogs. Sending to the line Parsley, who was 4 of 4 in the first half, has not been at the line here tonight. Leslie Smith comes in to replace Serena Stockton, and Clinton County made a terrific comeback to tie this game here at 36-38 all, I believe it was, and at one time held the lead in this second half. And here is Parsley hitting from the free throw line that makes it 47-43. That is 3 in a row from the free throw line by Edmonson County, as Parsley goes back to the line and misses on the bonus throw. And here is Polston bringing it down and wanted to go to Thrasher, threw the ball behind her. 30 seconds on the clock. Chastity probably should have taken that on down or pulled up and fired it herself, had people with her, may have drawn the foul. Here comes Flowers in. Flowers comes in for Polston, and here comes Deason into the lineup for Clinton County. I wondered why Flowers hadn't been in this game earlier. She had 4 3-pointers tonight in the B team game, but I guess we got a foul in backcourt, and who's that going to be? They had to take Polston out because Polston has 4 personals on her. And that is on number 23. That is on Thresher, and Polston will now come back in to the lineup along with Smith. And we'll see Deason and Thresher checking out. Going to the free throw line is going to be Parsley. Parsley is 5 of 6, 1 of 2 here in the second half, and has a 1-and-1 coming here. The shot by Parsley is up, and it is good. So Edmonson County has hit 4 of 5. But it was Clinton County's failure on the front end of the bonus, missing 4 of those in a row, and a couple of 2-pointers I thought was a big turnaround in this basketball game. Parsley hits 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They're 5 of 6 from there. They're up by 6, 49-43. Polston fires from 3-point range. It is no good, and it goes out of bounds. It will be Wildcats basketball. 19 seconds on the clock. Here comes the Thrasher in to replace Chastity Polston. Polston will be right back in if time will permit, as they're putting in players because Polston has 4 personals, and Clinton County doing some pressuring. Here it comes in, and they move it up in the front court. Deason goes after it, doesn't get it, and then a foul is going to be whistled on Clinton County's Gretchen Flowers, I believe, number 35. And that is the call. Flowers picks up personal foul number 1. And this will send to the free throw line Minton for Edmonson County. Is Polston not coming back in with a 1-and-1 to 15 seconds on the clock. And Minton puts up the shot, doesn't get it to go, and who chases it down in the corner? Still a scramble for it. It goes out of bounds, and whose ball will it be? They're going to call it a jump ball over there, are they not? Page goes to the floor, shaken up, and we have 13 seconds on the clock as the Page now comes up. As we had 4 players going to the floor over there, and the ball out of bounds, and I think that the officials say they couldn't tell exactly who knocked it out of bounds. The alternate possession error, I believe, is pointing, well, it's pointing towards Clinton County, is it not? But it appears that Edmonson County is going to get the basketball, and evidently they ruled it off Clinton County over there. We had Page along with Flowers in the pileup over there that caused the ball to go out of bounds. Here on the inbounds, we have Edmonson County working with it. And Flowers is whistled for the foul, and the clock goes off again. But that has nothing to do with the ball game right now, other than we cannot tell what time is left. Just a few seconds on the clock, and they'll have to plug it back in. There was not anyone sitting down there this time, so I'm not sure that Leslie disconnected that a while ago. It may have been just a malfunction down there of whatever. No one around at this time. So it's 49-43, 7 seconds on the clock, and Parsley goes to the free throw line, is 7 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, 3 of 4 here in the second half. Tomorrow night, the Lady Bulldogs will be at Monroe County at Tompkinsville for a game, as well as the Bulldogs. Coach Bobby Story will take his boys over there, as Coach Guffey will be there with the Lady Bulldogs at Monroe County. And then we'll have a break for Christmas. For the boys, the girls do not get a break, as we will be in Madison Central. Here's a missed shot, and down court a three-pointer by Thrasher at the horn, but it's going to be too little too late in this ball game.